Hey, what's up? It's StateofTech, and today we're taking a look at Fototriever, an app that's going to make it easier for you to find those images by tags and information. Of course, there are a lot of ways that we can store our images these days. We take pictures with our phones and they go into the camera roll, and there are different backup services and different things like that. But what about finding your images by adding relevant information to them that helps you find them and better understand what those pictures were of? That's what Fototriever does, so we're going to show you how it works today. So when you launch the app, you can actually jump right to a camera and take a picture right from within the app by tapping on the camera and then using your camera to shoot any images, and then you'll be automatically able to tag them right afterwards. But we're going to pull in a couple of images because you can also bring in images that you've already taken. So we're going to tap on Apple Album, and then I'm just going to grab this picture of my son taking a picture with my camera. And then we have that photo here. And I can delete it if I selected the wrong one, or I can tap on Tag Now and tag this image. Now, what's unique about this is that you can tag by typing it in, or you can tag with your voice, and it's going to automatically convert your voice to text, which makes it much easier and much faster process. I know for me, if I had to type it out every single time, I probably wouldn't get around to it, and then I'd just be in the same boat that I was if I hadn't tagged any of my photos in the first place. So we're going to go ahead and use the voice tag feature and tag this photo. My oldest son taking a picture with my camera in the almond blossom orchards in Modesto, 2019. And there we go. And if I need to tap in there and make any corrections, because it is using voice to text, and if you were in a louder environment, sometimes voice to text can be finicky, but it did a really good job of photo tagging for me. And so now all I have to do is tap on save and save that image. Now, if I want to do it manually, I can tap on an image and bring it in. I can tap tag now and then tap on text and then just start typing my tag in there and then save it. So once we're done, I can go and tap on tagged album, and you'll notice what it does. It gives you a preview of the image, and then it tells you the tagging that you added. Now, the suggested way to tag an image is to do the who, what, when, where kind of information into this to help you better understand and remember what was going on in those photos. For example, I tagged a couple of images. Here's a photo that I did take of my oldest son and my oldest daughter, and when we were out there with the cameras. And so I tagged it my oldest boy and girl during almond blossoms in Modesto 2019. So that's going to help me understand, back in the day, we, if you're old enough, and I'm barely old enough, but back in the day, we used to write on the back of the pictures what it was. And now we take a lot of pictures with our phones, and then later on down the road, we're going to have the date, but we're not going to know necessarily everything that was going on. So photo tagging like this is probably a great idea. You can see here an album where I added a couple of photos of a fort that I'm building in the backyard for my kids. And so I added a couple of photos, and I can swipe through those and view my photos and then go back, and I have the information down here. I can share this image, so by tapping there, it's going to pop up the share sheet, and I can share those images with anyone else, send them to someone in a text message or whatnot, airdrop them to another device. So as you can see, this app is actually really useful. There's a lot of gimmicky apps out there for different things with photos, but this app is going to help you remember all of what was going on in those photos. Now, one of the great things about this is it doesn't remove the photos from your camera roll or do anything to the photo in your camera roll. It essentially just stores the photo in Fototriever with the photo tag, and that's fantastic. So Fototriever is going to help that process of remembering what different photos were, and especially down the road when you have a lot of photos in here. Of course, we can always search by tag. Once our list gets pretty long, I could type in almond blossoms and I'll see these two photos. So it's definitely a very useful app. So Fototriever, this version 1.0 is free and available through the app stores, and I think that you're really going to like this app. So if you're worried about keeping your photos organized in the long term, I think this is going to be an app for you. Make sure to check out the link in the description below. Fototriever is available for the iPhone, iPad, iPod Touches, and you can get it by clicking on the link down in the description below. Thanks so much for checking out this week's app, and we'll see you back soon.